Greetings everyone and welcome. This is video 7. It is an intermediate balance drill video. So if you've been working with the balance video regularly, you can probably progress to this, but just know that if anything makes you uncomfortable, you should avoid it. A couple of things you'll need to do the drills and exercises in this video. You will need something that you can hold on to, preferably something that won't move. So a railing, a dining room table on one side, a heavy chair on the other. You will also need a chair to sit in. You will also need your ankle weights. So if you don't have weights, you can call me and I will get you some. Okay, so there's no music. If you'd like to turn on some soft music in the background, feel free to pause and turn some on. Okay, so if you are hesitant at all, please avoid a drill or an exercise. It's very easy to lose our balance and fall, and this is going to help prevent that in the future. If you experience dizziness, shortness of breath, nausea, unusual pain, cold sweat, please stop exercising immediately. Sit down and rest. Call for medical attention or press your Sarah pendant as you see fit. Please have a telephone and your Sarah pendant nearby. Okay? So, again, we want you to be situated between two stable, sturdy objects close by. And again, if there is any hesitation, avoid it. We're going to start off with some of the exercises from the previous video. Very easy to do, easy to follow. So let's stand comfortably. Your feet are approximately shoulder to hip width apart. Your shoulders are relaxed down your back. And we'll start off with some head turns, 5 to the right and 5 to the left. Nice and easy. The object is to turn the head as far as you can without moving the torso with it. You may find you're able to rotate farther in one direction than the other. And again, if there's pain, avoid it or stop just before you sense that pain and turn forward. Now 5 to the left. Any of you out there with vertigo, you know what triggers it. This could very well trigger it, so you may want to avoid head turns. We have a couple more. And release to the front. And one other thing, always breathe. No matter how difficult an exercise gets, please continue to breathe. Okay, chin tucks. Remember the chin tuck? We take the head and we draw it backward. Backward. Like you're pushing the back of your head against a wall behind you. It feels as though you're giving yourself a double chin. Yes. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Let's do a few more chin tucks. The motion is backward. We're not going up nor down. We're going straight back with the head. And release to your neutral position. Number 3 is trunk rotation. So we're going to put our hands on our hips and rotate from the waist up. You're turning your trunk from the waist up. So if you feel movement in your legs, your hips are not still. So let's try a few to the right. Rotate, keep those shoulders relaxed. You're using those core muscles to take your rib cage and gently rotate it. Your spine is actually pivoting. Your head can stay forward or it can rotate with you. And let's try a few to the left. turn your torso. If you're really struggling with the hip stability, you can squeeze your buttocks muscles and that will help stabilize. A few more. Okay, now we're going to sit and put our weights on our ankles. So if you're doing this today but you don't have ankle weights, that's okay, but see if you can get some. In other words, call me. The first exercise, you can usually use a heavier weight than the other ones. So you're going to slide all the way back in your chair so your back is supported. It's called a leg extension. And let's start with the right one. Fully straighten the knee and gently lower. And we're going to try and keep this at a smooth, non-fast pace. As you straighten that knee, you can contract farther in your quadricep muscles, the fronts of your thighs, okay, by consciously squeezing them here. And let's continue. So I think you can see that you can probably use maybe a substantially heavier weight for this exercise. You can always change the weights as you go. Start heavy and then reduce the weight. Let's just shoot for 2 more here. You can do as many of these as you are comfortable doing. The heavier the weight, the fewer you do. And now let's move on to the left thigh. Straighten the knee, squeeze the front of the thigh. Maintain your good posture. Shoulders are relaxed down the back. And breathe. It's always nice to get a pause in the full extension here and then lower gently. Okay, so we don't want to drop that leg down. We want to control that motion and squeeze the front of the thigh as you lift. And I lost count, so let's shoot for 2 more. And 1 more. Okay, the next exercise is for the backs of the thighs. So we will stand, and this is where I want you to hold on to something, okay? And make sure you don't stand right up against it because that will prompt us to lean and possibly fall back. So, hip width apart. Now instead of straightening the knee, we're going to bend it. We shoot for 90-degree bend on those knees. Pulling your heel up toward your buttocks, and again, these exercises appear in our first balance video. So how do we progress? We make the resistance heavier. So if you need to increase the weight around your ankle, let me know. Posture's good. We're breathing. Shoulders are relaxed. You should feel the back of your thigh contract as your heel comes up. Again, lifting, pausing slightly, and lowering in a controlled fashion. Let's shoot for 3 more, and I think that's in the neighborhood of 15 repetitions. But hopefully you'll be doing some of these on your own too. Okay? Other side. Now, some of us have issues with standing on one leg for too long. So if that is the case, you can alternate, right, left, whatever you need to do. I just want to make sure that you feel that contraction in the back of your thigh, your hamstring muscle group. Keep going. Got a few more to go. And you can use these as a warm-up, a precursor to our drills that we'll be following. Let's shoot for 2 more. And if you need a break at any time, you've got chairs right there, I hope. You just sit right down. Okay, so the thighs are good and warmed up. They got a little strength work. Now let's move on to the hips. Okay? When you're doing your hip exercises, the moving leg is straight. So I'm going to turn sideways. It's called hip abduction, side leg lifts. And if you can see this, the side or the outside of my foot is what is leading towards you. That's the proper way to do that. So if I was to rotate my leg, okay, see how my toes face the ceiling? That's what you want to avoid when you're doing a side leg lift if you really want to target your hip muscles. And remember, you can always pause this, do extra reps, repeat it. Slow and controlled. Hip muscles, no discomfort in your low back. Let's shoot for 2 more. Okay, now we'll do the other side. So I'm going to turn this way. And let's hit that other side. Remember, the side of the foot leads outward. The lifting leg is straight. And this is very common exercise to feel discomfort standing on one leg for too long. If you have any kind of back or hip or knee issues, even ankle issues. So again, feel free to alternate or do a few on one, a few on the other. But we do not want to compromise our form. We want to be nice and tall with our shoulders relaxed and in complete control of the movement. Few more. How about just one more? All right, so now that we're all warmed up and the strength work is done, we're going to sit down and take our ankle weights off. Always make sure you place them in an area that you will not trip on them. So a good place to put them is underneath your chair. The next one we will do is also in our novice balance video, okay? But we're going to do it here and we're going to build on it. We're going to shoot for 10, 10, 10, 10, okay? So we're going to do what we call our balance beam. You're going to take one foot, place it directly in front of the other one, so both of your feet form that straight line. Here's what it looks like from the side, okay? So your feet form a straight line, so let's get into position. Relax your shoulders. Now if you're ready to think you're ready to let go, but there's some hesitation, you can always just hover your fingers above your chair, your table, your railing, instead of pulling them completely away, okay? Baby steps, gang. All right, your shoulders are relaxed down your back, and let's hold this position for about 10 seconds. Sure, there's going to be movement in your ankles, okay? It's okay. Make sure your weight is on both legs equally. That was 10. Holding on, we step out of it and place the second foot directly in front of the other one. We get comfortable, we put our weight on 2 feet, and we balance. And release. We're going back to the first side. So we're going to go back and forth, right, left, right, left. Weight on 2 feet this time. If you're comfortable letting go, both arms. If you're not comfortable letting go, leave one arm down, holding on. Okay, you ready? Arms in front. Relax your shoulders. We're going to bring our hands back out and grab those chairs. Now I'm going to do it all with the right foot in front and then all with the left foot. If you need to go back and forth, whatever you need to do is fine. Okay, ready? Arms outward. See if there's a difference. We're holding approximately 10 seconds each position and lower. Okay. The arms are going back out. Now we're going to add some movement, so be careful. Okay? Arms out. You're going to take both arms and circle forward. Ready? Go. Keep going. 3, 4, 5. You're halfway there. 3, 2, 1, and down. Okay? Back to that same position. We've got to circle backwards. Lift them up. Here we go. Backward. You can make them big, small, wherever you need to be. Just not too fast. This is 5. 2 more. And release. We're still in this position. We're going to bring our arms forward the way we started. And let's circle both arms opposite directions. Go. Two and one. We're going to reach down. And we're going back up to reverse the direction of each arm. Here we go. I think I'm going backwards. Two more. And release. Okay. Shake out those legs. We've got to do all of that again with the left foot in front. You may find your shoulders get a little tired. That's okay. All right, here we are on our balance beam. Feet in a straight line, 2 arms forward if you're comfortable, 1 arm forward if you're not, no arms forward. That's another option. Now, you may feel very different with 1 foot in front as opposed to the other one. You may not. Keep your weight on both legs now. Bring those hands down. So we're not going to push our weight onto the forward leg or sit back on the back leg. Okay, you're ready to lift the arms out to the sides. Ready? Here we go. Relax your shoulders. Posture's tall. You're in a slight chin tuck. And you're breathing. It's only 10 seconds each movement or position and lower. Okay. We're going back to the arms outward. And let's forward circle 10 times. Here we go. 7. 3, 2, and down. And don't be in a hurry to put those arms down. That can throw you off balance. Same thing, reverse. Here we go. Backward. Three, 2, 1. Okay, hang in there, even if those shoulders are getting tired. Ready to reach forward? Let's circle in. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those arms down and hold on. Take a breath, whatever you need. Up we go. And now they will go outward. Three, 2, and 1. That's it for those. Shake out those shoulders and legs now. Okay, next one up, we're going to take the right leg. Cross it over the left one. Now you will have your weight on both legs, okay, and your knees comfortable. We're not going to lock out the knees, okay? Right leg over left. Left arm over right, and we hold. Release gently, then uncross, and we have left leg over right, right arm over left, and hold. And release. First the arms, so you can hold on. Then your legs. Okay, remember, rest anytime you need to. Next one is a staggered stance. We take the right foot forward. Now note your legs are apart. Forward to back and laterally. Remember, we try to keep those feet about hip width apart when we're doing our balance exercises. Okay? So right here are the legs, staggered stance. Your right foot is forward. You're going to take your left arm, here we go, up and down gently. So if you have a shoulder issue and you can't raise your arm that high, do the best you can. Weight on 2 legs, remember, we're not lunging. Relax that neck. We have 3 more arm raises. 2, and 1. Remember to grab hold of your sturdy object before you come out of the stance. Left foot in front, right foot behind, shoulder width apart. So when your left foot is forward, here comes the right arm. Let's do this. Three, 2, 1. We reach for our objects and we come back to our neutral stance. Remember, we're in a slight chin tuck. Shake it out, take a breath, take a drink, whatever you need, including sitting down and resting if that's what you need. Now, we're going into a single leg balance, but a dynamic, meaning we're adding movement to it. So if you're not good at standing on one leg, I want you to work on that in a static or still position. But for now, I want you to hold on, okay? So we are going to stand on the right leg. We're going to take the left leg back, out, and forward, okay? 3 directions, not a kick, it's a gentle lift. Are we ready? Back. If you need to tap it down in between, you can. And I will turn so you can see it go out to the side. And once again, if standing on one leg for too long bothers the hip or the knees or the back, switch it, okay? Here we go. Out to the side for 10. Tap as needed. 3, 2, 1. Pause. Same leg forward. Here we go. It's a lift, not a kick. A low one. Whoops. 2 more. Bring it down. We're going to take the same leg and combine all 3 and see if we can do that a couple of times. Arms where you need them. Right leg. We ready to start back? Here we go. Back, in, out, in, forward, in, out, in, back, out, forward, out, back, out, forward, out. Last time. I bet that standing leg is feeling it. 1 more, out, and put it down. Okay. Woo! That feels good. All right, we ready for the next leg? Left leg, here it goes. It's going out back. Let's do it. So if you're holding on, you're here, correct? Seven, 8, 9, and 10. Here we go, right into it. That left leg goes out to the side. Remember, we're trying to balance. Keep going. Two more. Great. Now we're going forward. You ready? Right leg, left leg. Here we go. Shoulders relaxed. Halfway there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Very good, very good. Get ready to put them together. Back, side, forward, side, back. Yeah, here we go. Left leg, and back, side, forward, side, back, side, forward, side, back, side, forward, side, last one, back, side, forward, and side. I think we're even on that. Okay, very good. Shake it out. So you can see when we put movement into standing on one leg, it can really challenge us. So please use caution. Now we're going to try a balance sit. So you have your chair. I want you to feel it or sense it behind your legs. And it's like you're going to sit down, but I want you to look forward. It's like you're going to sit down, but you decide at the last minute you're not going to sit down, okay? So your hips go back. I'll turn sideways. You keep going if you'd like, okay? So you are actually doing a squat, okay? But we're balancing as we're going down and up into our sit position. This is felt in the muscles of the legs, the glutes, and never hold that breath. Now we're going to challenge ourselves, okay? We're going to take the right leg and we're going to extend it forward a bit so the heel is down. When we do this, try not to stick that other hip out. Neutral. Are you ready? Same thing. We're going to sit down and change our minds. This is a balancing sit. We're actually almost done. This can be very taxing to those muscles. That's why we're calling this an intermediate balance workout. All right, bring it in. Second heel out in front. Are we ready? Here we go. This will help build the strength in those legs, glutes, partially even the hip. So that chair is right there should you need it. One more. Let's come on up. Woo! Excellent. All right, let's just play around with a few taps, okay? Move a little bit forward of your chair. We're going to take the right leg and we're just going to tap the toes back. Nice and loose through the left one. Okay? Switch to your left foot. Tap it back. Tap it back. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now we're going to change it. I'll turn sideways. You may want to try holding on with one hand. Right leg. We're going to a tap and a knee. And a tap and a knee. And then we can let go. And a knee. And a tap and a knee. Take your time. You can always pause it, work on it, come back to it at any time. And down. Great. Left leg, tapping, back. Okay? We did a few. I just want you to get to feel the motion backward. This is a hard motion for a lot of people. Okay, tap and knee. Now that we've got it, tap and knee. And remember, you can hover those hands right near those chairs or railing or table. You can hold on lightly. One more time and down, okay? Work your way up to letting go. All right, now we're actually going to sit down, and if you're comfortable doing so, you're going to take your shoes and your socks off. And if you don't want to do this today, that's okay. You can watch what we do, listen to what we do, and do it whenever you're ready, okay? Your yogis will be probably very good at these kinds of things. I am not. So all we're going to do is you'll take both the shoes off, but I'll just show you with one, because this is more homework than anything. Spread those toes wide. So if these were my toes, spread. Spread them. Spread them. Really wide. They promote a wider base of support, which helps with balance. Now, you're going to take the toes. So if these were my toes, you're going to crinkle them up and spread them wide. Crinkle them up and spread them wide. And if it helps, let your hand move with your toes. Crinkle and spread. Crinkle, we're almost done. And spread, crinkle, and spread. One more. And remember, this is more for you to work on for homework. Okay. Now, paper towel, tissue, something soft. This is definitely homework. Okay. You come forward in your chair if you'd like to. Sit comfortably. You're going to take those towels or tissues. You're going to grab them with your toes, cross over the other foot and let them go. You're going to cross over, grab them again. That's the hard part. Whoops! Grab them again and bring them back. You could even use a box of tissues and reach that foot forward and pull the tissues out of the bag. Excuse me. So we grab, we cross, we let it go. We grab. This is hard. And you bring it back, okay? It helps with the dexterity of the toes. It also helps loosen them up. It might help strengthen them. Again, the wider you can spread those toes, the better base of support. Our toes are really important to the human balance mechanism. They provide a broader base of support for balance. They also help you push the body to propel us into our next step forward. That would be toes. All right, so that does conclude our intermediate balance video. So some homework would be work with your tissues, work with your towels, spread those toes, crinkle those toes, okay? And don't forget both feet. And be very careful. Anytime you hold on, some days our balance is better than other days. Never, ever risk it.